Hey, Courtney here from Mindhaven, and today I'm going to speak to you about an important topic. How should we be managing our relationships during COVID? So I'm going to talk you through what I've learned and what some of the world's leading psychologists are saying about how to best manage your relationship during COVID. So many of us have had changes to our lives in the last few months, and we're spending a lot more time around our partners than we would have in the past. So already we're going to have a whole new range of problems and a completely different way of living and lifestyle, which is going to produce new challenges for us. So I've developed a whole range of different things that's going to help you and your partner better survive the COVID relationship nightmare. Okay, here we go. So you've got all this extra time. Use the time wisely. Focus on communicating more and talking through your goals, needs, and wants together. Okay, this next one is pretty powerful, and they talk about it a fair bit in terms of being able to improve mental health. So they say that if you plan something shortly ahead of time, like a holiday, that sort of thing, anything that excites you, it gives you a reason to wake up and feel more positive in the day because you have something to look forward to in the near future. So why not use this technique in your relationship? So focus on and plan things to do together when the COVID restrictions are lifted. Don't put any date on it yet, but aim for planning activities that excite the both of you, whether it's local travel or international, maybe a new sport, or an activity you've been meaning to try together, or a goal that you've been hoping to meet. Okay, my next word of advice is to both use your exercise allowance. If you're allowed to go out and exercise for an hour a day, or whatever your area permits you to do, use that. Go out and connect with nature. Go out and connect with the world again. Being stuck inside is going to drive you crazy no matter what. So you might as well take that opportunity to get out there. Not only that, the increase in exercise is going to increase your serotonin levels in your brain. You're going to feel happier, you're going to feel more content, and this is going to make you better towards each other when you are stuck back inside together again. Now this next one is important for keeping the both of you sane during this time. So find a housebound hobby you can enjoy and use this as your time for contemplating and space. It's going to be best if you can find a hobby that you can each do on your own. This way you can zone out from any negative thinking. If you need some space from your partner, you can go and you can focus in and you can focus on your own thoughts and do your own thing. Now this next one can be difficult, especially because it's so easy to get carried away when you are stuck inside for so long. But I want you to both try and limit your screen time. So we need to understand that we have a real person next to us that we need to pay attention to, talk to, and try and understand the best we can. And if we're constantly just going to our phone as an escape, we're totally avoiding this. We're totally avoiding conflict, any sort of talk that we need to have. And this is just going to increase the amount of conflict you have later on and potentially end in a breakup. So communicate where you can. Time out on your phone is fine, as long as your partner is not feeling constantly ignored over and over. Okay, so this is possibly one of the most important points I can bring to you today. In times of doubt, remind yourself, it could actually be the circumstance you're having issues with, and not the person. What you need to remind yourself of is that your life has changed rapidly in the last few months. Your work situation might have changed. Your situation with your kids, if you have kids, might have changed. Your situation around your partner might have changed. You're around each other a lot more now. Your family situation might have changed. The news, the whole media has fully changed. So you've got all of this outside stuff going on, and it's going to cause you both stress, and it's going to change the way that you react and talk to each other. Okay, another important one. Remind yourselves that this is only a small part of your life, and this is going to pass in the near future. This is important Because if we don't remind ourselves of this, we can focus on the fact that it's been so long already since we've been able to do the things we want and when we want to do them, rather than the fact we need to focus on the positive of the situation, which is this will pass in the near future. We will get through this, and when we look back at this in maybe 20 years' time, it's just going to be a small slice of our life. Okay, so this is controversial, but it's something that's definitely worked for me. I need you to both decide whether constantly watching the news and getting news and media updates all the time is actually causing you both further stress and more worry. So being up to date with all the current information is very useful, and it is also advisable. But checking the news constantly may be dragging you both down. If you're currently seeing all of this negativity going on, and you begin to focus on it, you start to worry about all those situations. Could this happen to me? Could this happen to my family? I can't believe this is happening to the world. You start to become a victim, and you start to become afraid. And once you start to fear things, your full mentality completely changes. You need to focus on what you can do right now and to do the best you can in the situation that you're in. Okay, so each morning you wake up, I want you to both try and think of 3 things that you're absolutely grateful for on that day you woke up. It can be super simple little things. It doesn't have to be something amazing. And it's better if you choose personality traits, lovely actions and things that you've had happen to you in the last few months, rather than material objects. Okay, if you're stressed with your partner, this can be a difficult one, but I also want you to remind yourself of one characteristic within your partner that you are grateful for. I'm sure there's something. Even if you feel like you're digging deep right now, I'm sure you can find something to focus on each day when you wake up. Okay, so next important point is I need you to both know your relationship style and your communication style, because it's going to be completely different to anybody else's. And you might read advice and tips on the internet, but it might not even apply to you because you two are just different in that way. You know your partner better than most other people. You know what upsets them, you know what agitates them, you know what makes them happy. You know all of these types of things. So you can both use that to your advantage to create a better outcome for you on that day. If you know the things that make them feel loved and appreciated, spending a couple of minutes each day just to make sure you do something like that for them. I'm so glad I could share all these tips with you. Write in the comments any extra tips you have for all the other viewers to watch. I hope you both get through this. I'm sure you will. It's been hard on everyone, remember that. I'm so glad you found this video. For more videos just like this on how to better your mental health and how to work on being the best you, please subscribe and hit the notifications button. I post weekly, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.